One of the jars labeled Spice of Love is almost empty. Ah, damn, I'm almost out of that. I gotta get more. Is that the stuff she keeps sprinkling on top of my burgers? That's kind of weird. I'll allow it. What? You're weird. What the fuck? Unless you're ambidextrous, there's no way you're gonna be able to jerk it with a broken wrist. Oh, damn. You'll have blue balls for the rest of your pathetic little life. Are you good with that? Andy waits for some sort of response. What the fuck? I'm gonna get called all sorts of names. I can already see. Especially Riki's gonna be like, "You're so cute." Oh no. Listen, okay. It's not that weird. It's not that weird. Alright? It's a game. I'm acting. Don't do it if you watch this. Don't think a little less of me. This game discusses ideas and uses phrases that may make individuals on the autism spectrum, as well as those with close to people with epilepsy or depression, deeply uncomfortable. You have been warned. And now there is a hurricane warning coming towards my house. Stapler gun. Stapler gun. You didn't hear that. This game is a work of fiction. Any names, characters, places, businesses, events, and situations are... I get to fucking read it! Okay, this game, I'm not sure exactly what it's called. Okay, all it said was that right there. Lose yourself in Siren's Call. And the description was, this summer I buried a body. So, I was expecting something a little more, I don't know, kind of depressing. And this is very upbeat, and I don't know what to expect. So, we're gonna get right into it. It seems kind of weird at first. We're just gonna prepare for anything. New game. I'm pretty sure it's a dialogue game. A writer is cognitively unable to tell the truth, and that is why we call what he writes fiction. William Faulkner. Fiction is the lie through which we tell the truth. Albert Camus. This story is a work of fiction. You've told me that 3 times now. Siren's Call, Florida, May 12th, 2011, 60 miles north of somewhere. A Cape just fired another rocket into the sky, but nobody is looking at it. They're looking down at the heartless asphalt. They're panicking. But I won't look down. I can't. So I'll keep looking up at this rocket. Rockets. No matter what the experts say, rockets only exist for one purpose. They're our ticket for leaving home and prototype our salvation. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows we're gonna need it to get the hell off this planet. It's true. But Florida has amusement parks, benches, and bottomless margaritas, so it's good at helping people ignore how screwed we are. They still know, though. Everybody knows. But nobody talks about it. You need to look down, Oliver. Not gonna. You said not to. That's a duplicity of Florida. It's our great way to the cold, inevitable, unknown, and our personal lotus and land. To here we arrive, from here we shall leave. That is our claim to fame. Oh, and the weather. That's right. We're famous for our hurricanes. Yeah, that's true. This isn't how adults deal with the problems. Yeah, it is. I look up all the time. Maybe someday, when all our bags are packed and our fancy new rockets are stuffed to the brim human cargo, a giant hurricane will inexplicably cover the state. We'll be trapped, forced to live with the consequences of our actions. You know, one day I will be able to read. I swear to God, I'll be able to read normally without tripping myself up. We'll be unable to run away. Cut the crap, Oliver. Wow, this person's mean. It's your fault this happened. You need to own up to it. Yeah, Oliver. So be a fucking adult and open your eyes. Don't look at it. Please, no. What? They're both negative. I don't know what to choose here. Don't look at it. We'll be unable to run away. I love people, but there's a part of me that kind of waits something like that to happen, I think. It'd be nice if there was some sense of justice in all this. But I love people too much. Even if they're confusing and inconsistent, I still want to lift people up. Good people lift each other higher and higher towards where they're meant to be, towards their own personal heaven. Not because it is easy, but because it's right. Yeah, good people are like rocket fuel. Or maybe they're more like fuel tank itself, burning away their combustible innards. I wonder, does anybody even go fish those fuel tanks out of the ocean? Are they required to? I doubt it. They're just empty husks after all. Even so, somebody has to be a fuel tank. It might as well be me. I'd rather it be me than anyone I care about. I'd rather it be me than Violet. Violet. Wait, why am I thinking about this? People were panicking just now. They were panicking so much that nobody was watching the rocket. But wouldn't that be considered normal? Isn't it normal to be afraid? Maybe I'm wrong about all this stuff. Maybe we don't need to be trapped here by a hurricane or whatever. Yeah, the word was lovely once. A veritable Garden of Eden. But maybe that's not what we need to mature as a species. Oh my god, I almost had it. I was reading normally. Things might just be better somewhere else. After all, isn't that what we all worked so hard to help you leave? Lose yourself in Siren's Call. Where we fly rockets and we don't tell people. And people consume it's normal anyways. August 12th morning. Hold on. I need to settings real quick. Okay, return. Cool. You have 5 new messages. First message. Hey there, college boy. It's Mom. Well, Violet's mom anyway, obviously. You sound like a bitch. No. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. I can't believe you're actually going to college. I'm so proud of you. Why am I playing this? What is this? Oh no. Anyway, I'll be back from Denver later tonight, assuming there's no delays. Why am I talking in this accent? I'll probably be tired, so I'm just gonna drop off my luggage and then we'll make a beeline for your hotel. Oh? We won't have time to drive through anywhere, so you should probably eat something before I pick you up. Why are you winking at me? I have a lady. I'll likely be back at 8:30, so make sure you're ready to go by then, okay? What does she want with me? What else? What else? Oh! Can you make sure Violet cleans a bit before I get there? I sure can. I doubt you two made a bunch of mess. It's just extra work, you know? No pressure, though. Well, enjoy the day. Can't wait to hear about your summer. College. How excited. Why am I... Get ready! Why am I doing this? End of message. To delete messages, press 9. Saved mess. No, I meant, dude, it's 2011. Get a cell phone. No, I ain't get a fucking cell phone. You get a cell phone. You're literally one of the only person I believe I leave voicemails for at this point. That's funny. I'm not doing this anymore. Once you move to Asheville, I mean it. It's dumb. Even email isn't that backwards, and I'm pretty sure it still carries a pocket watch. Yeah, that suits him more. Anyway, I'll be on Flagger at the usual spot. I'll buy you a burger or something. So come down or whatever. Later, bro. End of message. Okay. 9. I'm pressing 9! I can't delete them. It won't let me. Next message. Hey there, nerd. It's Andy. Why did I give her that one? You're not getting out of training just because it's your last day in town, you know. That's why I gave her that. That's funny. We'll have to cut it a bit short today. But that's fine as long as you make time to go back home and say goodbye to Judy as well. You are planning on doing that, right? You know she'd be devastated otherwise. Well, whatever. I'll be warming up at the park, so hurry on over. I will not be doing that. It's hot though, so bring some water if you don't want to die. This is straight up. If you don't want to die, you know. Or don't. Your call. Yeah, I'm just gonna have a heat stroke. Bye, bitch. End of message. Say whatever. Oliver, email here. I was wondering if you finished up with the book yet. We might not get another chance to discover it in person, given the circumstances, and I can't think of a better way to spend the day. I'll be at the library when you're ready. Also, one of the other thing? What? Have you been deleting those voicemails like we discussed? I doubt anything would come of it. But it's best to leave our trail cold, simply as a precaution. You're our leader, so I'm sure you've been on top of things per normal, but I figured it wouldn't hurt to remind you, just in case. Our leader, huh? What am I, in a cult or something? Is that why I killed somebody, buried them? Regardless, I'll see you soon. Stay sharp. What are you, my dad? Stay sharp, kiddo. End of message. To delete message, press 9. I tried and it wouldn't work.
Oliver? Hi! How are you?
Dude, this is... I'm gonna be picked on about this video.
How's Violet? It's Judith, by the way, not Andy.
I don't remember Judith, Andy's voice, so
I know we sound similar all over the phone, so I didn't want to confuse you again. Happy last day of summer, I guess. Are you feeling okay? Do you have any plans for today? I know you probably have to pack, of course. But after that, are you doing anything? Fun? It's the last day of summer, so it should be fun, right? You're probably busy, though. I'd be busy, too, if I was going to college. That's why you didn't answer the phone, right? Because you're busy. I'm sorry if I disturbed you. If I don't see you again, good luck at college. Make sure you let us know you're back home for breaks and stuff, okay?
I'm not doing that. I'm gonna leave. I'll be a loner.
Okay, good luck out there. Thank you, Oliver. Goodbye.
Bye. Just stop. She's got something for Oliver, that's for sure.
There are no new messages. To repeat saved messages, press 1 now.
No, I don't think so. Goal, say goodbye to your friends. Investigate house. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Okay. The house does not belong to you. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so this time alright. A beautiful silent summer day awaits for me outside. Fun stuff. No. It might be fun. It might be fun. I've just gotta have the right attitude. I've just gotta keep going forward. Suitcase. Yeah, okay, let's pack. It shouldn't take more than a few minutes to pack up all my clothes. You're right, it shouldn't. Yeah, as long as I'm back a little bit before 8:30, everything should be good. I guess one of the perks of growing up poor is that you never really have much you need to pack. Very true. Experience! Very true. It's kind of handy, actually. Journal 8. Journal 8. Not that the investigation is over. I should probably destroy this or something. I'm pretty sure email has recorded all the important stuff anyway. So did I actually murder somebody? Even so, it's hard to just let stuff go up in flames like that. No, I can't get sloppy. The smart thing to do is just leave it all behind. I've already made my choice. When I get up to Asheville, I'm burning this. End of story. Yeah, okay, you made up your mind. Violet's bed. Did we kill Violet? We just heard her on the phone, but I'm pretty sure we just killed Violet. Violet's bed. She still hasn't changed the sheets from the last time. Has she? Well, goodbye, gross bed sheets. Goodbye, Mr. Dolphin and Mr. Monkey. Donkey. Why did I call it a monkey? Don't you dare tell anyone what we did in here. 12th morning. I shouldn't be in here. Why am I even in here? It's a good question. Even though she hasn't been here all summer, I'm still a guest in Miss Lawrence's house. I should respect her privacy. But if she hasn't been in her room for this long, well, it's safe to say she's probably not coming back. Then how the hell does it still smell like wine? That's a good question. She stained the sheets. Bass guitar. I know it's bass. Okay. I haven't played all summer, even though Violet keeps asking me to. There just hasn't been enough time, honestly. I can only play a few crappy ska songs anyways. Even if I enjoy playing them, that's still nothing worth showing off. Good taste in music, if you do it really well, is always worth showing off. I plan to learn my own music. Hopefully. Nobody remembers the boss players much anyways. Boss? Now I'm saying it that with bass. Well, almost nobody, I guess. Okay, cool. Spice rack. Why are we looking at the spice rack? An absurd number of spices hangs from the wall. Why aren't there different pictures for each dialogue? One of the jars labeled Spice of Love is almost empty. Ah, damn, I'm almost out of that. We gotta get more. Is that the stuff she keeps sprinkling on top of my burgers? That's kind of weird. I'll allow it. What? You're weird. What the fuck? Maybe it's the secret ingredient to a healthier relationship. Ah, so you're in a relationship with this girl, huh? Who was it again? Obviously, I gotta remember this name. As much as I want to lay down for a bit, It's irresponsible to sleep my life away. No, naps are awesome. What are you talking about? Don't say that. Sounds like something Dad would say at the very least. Well, naps are awesome, so nap anyways. Then again, maybe lack of sleep is why he was always so cranky. Probably. That's still on him, though. That's always gonna be on him. Coach. Oh, it's Coach. Okay. Coach says not to sleep, but Coach's dad. Oh, couch. There's bits of black bean burger stuck on the inside of the food processor. Ooh, black bean. Ew. Why? Yeah, why would you? I mean, even if you are a vegetarian, black bean burger is the worst choice. It's gross. I guess Violet already made herself some lunch. Gross. Adorable. She's such a cute little herbivore, I swear. Not if she's eating that shit. No, she's not. I don't know what you're fucking talking about. She's not gross. She's not cute at anyway. Kind of weird that I didn't hear a thing going off while I was sleeping, though. Well, maybe because you are deaf. I wonder why that is. Because you're deaf. Put some hearing aids, buddy. Canvases. The stack in the living room is way smaller than it was yesterday. This next project of hers must be really important if she's bringing so many backup canvases. I hope she didn't have trouble carrying all of them out of the door. Why didn't she wake me up? I would have been more than happy to help her. Maybe she doesn't like you. Hey, look at that. We did all of them. New image has been unlocked. Check voice mess and Vince. Why did it say that the house wasn't mine? Leave home. Yes. I would like to leave home now because it's the same goddamn photo every text. Whoa. You are here. Thank you. I did not know that was a picture of my house. What was that? I missed all the stuff down here. 10 a.m. 10 hours left. Till what? We leave? Crab bucket. ETA 20 minutes. Park. ETA 40 minutes. Ah, lever is 60 minutes. So that's not so bad. What was this? What was this? I can't tell if that's oh, it's their house. Why is their house so much bigger than mine? Mine is literally the top section here, and then she's got 2 extra bottom. You bitch! Give me some goddamn money. I need some of that. Share. I'm the poor. You are obviously very 6 figures a year. Like, come on.
Hey there, Oliver. Lovely weather we're having today. Huh?
I swear to God.
Somebody I don't recognize said something to me while I'm walking. I don't remember. Who am I talking to? I didn't even look. As nondescript and generic as this moment is, I still make an effort to smile and wave as we pass by each other.
Ah, there we go. There's a photo. Ash is sitting outside of Jake's crab bucket, playing on his cell phone. Ah, yes, okay. He seems to notice me approaching, though, and gets up from his seat, flipping his phone closed in the process.
Hey, dude.
He only looks at me for a second before turning towards the restaurant.
You hungry? I'm hungry. So let's get some food.
Yep, that's Patrick.
Oh, and I'm buying. But you gotta order water if you're thirsty, okay? You can get whatever food you want, but I'm not paying $3 for a soda. Money's kinda tight right now.
So why are you buying it? Why don't I buy it? It doesn't take long for Ash to place your order. Our order. I always get a steakhouse burger when I come here anyway, and I guess he's picked up on that. Good friend right there. He's even remembered that I like mine medium rare and tells the waitress as much during our order. It's a real treat to watch him be accommodate. Wait, I'm reading worse when it goes by fast. It's a real treat to watch him accommodating like this, given how abrasive he is sometimes. I'm also reading it with the words switched. What the hell is going on? Normally, whenever the 6 of us eat, Ash just plays on his phone until food arrives, letting Emil and Judith do most of the strategizing. There's nothing normal about today, though, is there? What do you mean?
I'm gonna be real, man. Things were really shitty before I met you. Ash immediately jumps into it. As brazen as always. He fiddles with a bandage on his wrist.
Oh, he fiddles on the bandage with his wrist before eventually squeezing it with his right hand. I'm learning! Stop picking on me! And even after that, I was still pretty sure that this summer was gonna be lame. No offense. Oh, maybe it is him talking. Stop, I'm retarded. Right.
I had it all planned out. I was gonna work with Dad on the weekdays. Maybe hop online at night, play with Bone Sword with you and Emil. I was gonna keep on trying shit like that, over and over again. And the next day, and the next day, until, I don't know, until I started feeling like an actual adult, I guess. That was the plan. That was my plan.
It was all I had. It was your plan. Okay. So aggressive.
Ashton scowls, putting more pressure on his wrist. Never thought I'd end up being a hero. I didn't even know something like that was possible for a guy like me. I always thought I was just some jerk. Just another one of those punks at school nobody gives a damn about once you're not stuck in the same class as them anymore. The kind of kid that's stuck being a kid forever. It's crazy how things ended up though.
Yeah, you're amazing.
I feel amazing. Every time we come out the other end of the locker, I had to make peace with the fact that tonight could be the night. We all could have died back there, you know? We never really talked about it much, but we definitely could have ate shit and died, right? And my old man would have had no way of knowing what happened to me. I used to think about that part a lot when we first started. Like what would happen to my body and stuff. I didn't know if anybody would be able to find it. I wasn't sure if I'd rot back there, or if I'd end up like those guys we found with their heads split open on the sidewalk. I didn't know which would be worse, honestly. It was really creepy going into that place every night, but I think being brave isn't the absence of fear. Bravery is doing what needs to be done, even if it's scary, even if you're terrified. I used to be such a coward back in high school, starting fights that never had a chance of losing. It's not enough to just fight though. It has to be a fight you might not win. I feel like I've finally earned the right to view myself as brave now. I feel brave. I feel amazing. I don't really know what I'm gonna do now though. All the important stuff is over. So I guess it's time for me to start acting like an actual adult.
Regress. How's your wrist healing up?
My wrist? Yeah, it'll heal. It still stings a bit though. I don't know if you saw, but that thing bit down to the bone when it attacked me. If it wasn't for Emil jumping in, I'd probably have a hook right hand for a right hand.
I can't read! I can't read!
Which would be dope, but a lot harder to explain to my old man. Now, know what I mean? Kinda excited to see how the scar ends up looking though, not gonna lie. I don't really know what I'm gonna do though. All the important stuff is over, so I guess it's time for me to start acting like an actual adult.
You just said that already. So you really think it's all over then?
That's what Emil says anyway. And that nerd hasn't been wrong yet. I'm sure we're fine. Those sudden death incidents were happening a whole bunch before, right? And now we've gone 2 weeks without anybody seizing. That's gonna mean something, dude. Not only that, but the backside of the locker's been completely dead every time we've gone in since. I get where you're coming from, but that place is total wasteland now. So relax, okay? You did good. We all did good. I don't really know what I'm gonna do though. Well,
Just stop. I've already asked everything. Oh, there was more to each message. Okay.
I don't want to be one of those dudes that peaked when he was 18. I don't think that's gonna be good enough anymore. But it'll be pretty hard to top everything that's happened to us. When I do though, I want to be able to let my brother in arms know about it. So Ashton's places something on the table. It's brand new cell phone, along with a pretty slick looking case to go with it. This is for you. I'm not gonna be one of those guys you were friends with in high school and then never end up talking to again. I can't help but try to hide my discomfort as Ashton slides the phone across the table.
Oh, that's me. I'm trying!
Wait, you weren't gonna buy one anyway, so take it. We had some spares laying around the house anyways. I'm sure Dad won't miss it. I do as I'm told and put
I do as I'm told and I put Ashton's gift in my pocket.
You're the only one of us actually leaving Florida. So I figured you're the one that needed a new phone the most. Emil, Judy, and Andy were all within walking distance and Violet isn't leaving Siren's Call anytime soon. So that only leaves you. We can't talk about what happened with other people, so it's important we still all have a way to keep in touch, isn't it? Like, we fought together, dude. We bled together. You're not just gonna drop off the face of the earth, right?
Of course not.
Okay, cool. You better keep up to that. When I start my new badass life as an adult, I want you to be able to know about it. Don't tell the others. But I've been thinking about getting a houseboat when I'm finally able to move out of my dad's place. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, a houseboat. Fuck yeah. Got no idea what I'm gonna do for a job, though. Hey, I know... Hey, I know pirates aren't really a thing anymore, but how about detectives? We both got some experience in solving mysteries now, don't we? Maybe if the whole higher education thing doesn't work out, you can move back down here and the two of us can start something up. There might even be a way to turn what we did in the underworld into something that makes us some serious cash. It'd be nice to keep doing what we've been doing, but actually get paid for it. What do you think about that, my dude?
We talk about Ashton's ideal future until our food arrives. After a bit, we finish eating and Ashton, true to his word, foots the bill.
Damn, I guess this is it, huh? I'm sure you've got other things to do, so I'll leave you to it.
Ashton walks over, hands me a small slip of paper with his phone number on it.
Give me a call once you've touched down in Asheville, all right?
Hell yeah.
I love you, bro. Thanks for the adventures.
I acknowledge Ashton's sincerity with a reassurance thumbs up. I'll see you soon. Hell yeah. Journal, pages 2 through 6 have been canceled. Or recalled. What the fuck? When you paint a big fake smile on your face, it only takes a little rain to wash it off. Remember that. What is happening? I don't know what her problem is, but I don't want none of it, okay? I don't know what we did, but you are here. Cool, let's go to, I don't remember the voice I gave most of these people. This guy I kind of remember. She was kind of the annoying one, right? I don't know if I could keep doing these voices. This hurts. My throat's hurting. Passerby? Passerby?
Hey, kid. How's your lady friend doing?
Oh, what? Oh, that's somebody else. Somebody I don't recognize says something to me while I'm walking. A nondescript and generic as this moment is, I still make an effort to smile and wave as we pass each other by. Andy is doing some pull-ups on a set of bright green monkey bars. At first it almost seems like she's in some sort of trance, completely focused on the rhythm of her workout. Oh, she noticed me. Oh shit, what the fuck? But then I step in her domain, and like some sort of homicidal jungle predator, Andy flings herself into the air and starts barreling towards me. Hey there, Slim? I can't. Okay, bear with me.
Hey there, Slim. Glad you finally made it.
Without missing a beat, Andy stands up straight, walks over, and slaps me on the butt. What?
You ready to run? We don't have a whole lot of time left to dwell on, you know?
Dwaddle, to dwaddle on. Dwaddle.
Come on, let's get out of there.
She's already several yards away from me by the time I'm done processing everything that just happened. Yeah, I'm still processing. As silly as exercise seems right now, I know her better than to try and fight her on this. Yeah, don't fight her. She's gonna beat the crap out of you. And so, I do as I'm told and start jogging after my friend. Oh, we are running far. Our routine pretty much takes us all over the island. With the exception of a few motivational insults to keep me moving, Annie stays mostly quiet as we cut our way through Siren's call. That is, of course, until we get to his house. His house.
You all ready to meet up with him today, right? So he should be home by now.
Andy peeks over the dilapidated fence, staring into the dark grove of palm trees and ferns shrouding Ashton's home. Oh, Ashton, okay.
His TV isn't on. I swear, if that boy is out working, I'm gonna bop him into the next week.
Yeah, you go, girl.
Hey, Trashton! Unless you're ambidextrous, there's no way you're gonna be able to jerk it with a broken wrist.
Oh, damn.
You'll have blue balls for the rest of your pathetic little life. Are you good with that?
Andy waits for some sort of response. What the fuck? But no lights flick on from within the house, and no voices come bearing sarcastic retorts from the bramble.
Unreal, moron. Doesn't he know that your body can't heal itself if you keep putting pressure on it? If he's out here lifting boxes with his thumb of a father when he should be resting...
She grits her teeth and begins sprinting away from the property. Oh, damn. Okay. Oddly enough, the air around me is insult-free for the remainder of our jog. Huh. Well, she's upset. After some time, Andy and I reach the halfway point of our normal route, the arid walkway in front of our old high school. Andy, for some reason, Looks as though she's about to vomit. Would you run too fucking much? I barely have time to rest before she turns back around and starts jogging again. Quick, this girl's insane.
Sorry, but we're not stopping here. Even if the rest of us are still alive, that school will always reek of death.
I can't wash it off. I can't wash it off. I can't wash it off. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
And nothing can change that. What just happened? Come on, I'm not slowing down. We'll do our stretches back at the park, all right?
Why do I sound like... Okay, hear me out. I sound like one of those... The trainers on the... Okay, I watched some Pokemon when I was a kid. Like, trainer cartoon stuff. The old Ash cartoons with Pikachu and stuff. I sound like a pubescent 14-year-old boy as a trainer in one of those arenas. That's what I sound like when I do her voice. Even though my body is numb with fatigue, I do as I'm told and I follow Andy. This is a long run. Around the island? How big's the fucking island? After what feels like hours, we finally made it back to the park. I find the nearest bench and collapse in it. Andy, unfazed, throws her right leg up on a picnic table and begins stretching.
Oliver, we've been over this. If you don't stretch immediately after running, you're just gonna be sore in the morning. Get up. You need to get in a habit of doing this.
Wow, you're mean. I mean, she's a trainer, though. Get up and stretch. Fine, fine. After psyching myself up a bit, I do as I'm told and walk over to Andy. Oh, I can't press enter. I have to press click. We stretch our bodies using the crusty wood of the picnic table to prop ourselves up.
I hope you realize how important it is to actually do this kind of stuff. Even if you're okay with being sore tomorrow, you need to be able to defend the voice in your head that's telling you to relax. That's the real reason we do this, Captain. It's not even really about being healthy. It's more about being able to win every argument you have with yourself. It's about destroying the parts of you that are weak. It's about willpower.
Andy smiles back at me, clearly satisfied with her monologue, and sits down on the table, signaling to me that our workout is over. Thank God. I did so much work on that workout.
You see, right now, you're still inexperienced, so your mind is like a ball of wet clay.
She just called me retarded. I mean, I am, but like...
When outside forces put pressure on it, it'll conform into whatever shape it needs to be in order to be comfortable. Exercise is an outside force, except unlike most things, we get to decide when we're exposed to it, which is perfect. If we know what the pain is coming, we can get used to it. We can get used to the pain. We can get the pain to condition ourselves and fight those urges to be uncomfortable.
What is the English I am reading right now? I can't... My brain hurts!
We can use it to kill the parts of us that are slow and weak. And once that weak part of you is dead, there's nothing left but strength! Which I promise is going to come in handy once you start doing all-nighters or whatever. Your brain is going to be all, I can just do this essay in the morning. I should sleep, blah, blah, blah. And you're gonna be a ball of, shut up, brain. You don't control me. And then you'll think, wow, Andy's so cool for making me stretch. I should buy her something nice next week when I go visit her in Judy. So yeah, get good.
What the fuck? You really think college will be that difficult? That was quite the monologue. Thank you for worrying about me, Coach. Oh, this is Coach. Our house was filled with women? That's kind of weird. You were, you know what? Never mind.
Good. It better have been. You need to care about this stuff, Captain. It's important.
I feel like the 7 deadly sins right now. Stop calling me that. You're the coach. Why are you calling me Captain? Judy always goes on and on about how...
Judy always goes on and on about how great of a coach I am. But it's hard to know for sure if you've actually helped someone, isn't it? After all, it's not like I can use your passion as a metric. Even the most passionate people can mess up horribly when it matters most. And when they do mess up, when they break a leg or split their head in the pavement, how much of that is my fault? It's all so hard to keep track of. I can never know for sure if I'm doing anything in my power to help you guys. There's no way to know. It's stupid. But if what everybody keeps saying is true, then what's I gotta have to work with? Judy's right. There's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine at college. You'll be fine. Which reminds me, I'm sure you already know that Judy wants to see you at the last time before you leave, right?
Oh, I can regress. Let's regress and look at all the options. I want to know every single storyline, okay? Even though this hurts my voice, okay? I'm doing it for you!
I'm doing it for you.
Okay. You really think college will be that difficult?
It's always going to be difficult, Captain. Anyways, don't get cocky just because we've accomplished something difficult as a unit. You don't get a free pass on life just because you were a part of something big when you were a teenager. That's how this works. That's not how this works. If your challenges seem smaller by comparison, as an adult, you'll be the only responsible for accomplishment them.
Wow. Accomplishing them.
It won't be my fault if you aren't motivated to flunk out of college, or email's fault if you never find a stimulating job. Ash won't be able to save you from your boredom, and Judy can't force you to be a kind person when the world tempts you with cruelty. And all of Violet's love won't save you if you end up hating yourself.
So I'm with Violet. So Violet is her name, apparently.
Back in the underworld, we covered each other's weaknesses by working together. The underworld.
Were we in hell?
That's the only reason we survived. But from this point onward, everything is completely on you. Your weakness will be your own and no one else's. Which is why I gotta do everything I can, right here, right now, to make sure you're strong enough to beat that weakness out of you. It's the only thing I can do. So that's what I'll keep doing. Or, I guess, that's what I've been doing. Today's our last day here. We don't really have a lot of time to do we? Which reminds me.
Right. Regress. Next.
Next, please!
That was quite the monologue. Oh, no, wait, we clicked on this one. We should go from top to bottom. Yeah, whatever. Regress! The top one. Thank you for worrying about me, Coach.
Of course, it'd be stupid if I wasn't worried. As dependable as you are, I don't think anybody can be fully prepared for adulthood. Yeah, the old farts like to shoot advice our way any chance they get, but the truth is that adulthood is entirely different based on each person.
That's fucking true, ain't it? That's real true. That's the realest shit I've ever heard.
We have no way of knowing if it worked for them, if what worked for them is gonna work for us. There's no way you can know for sure what's gonna happen when you get to Asheville. You could get mugged outside the airport, or scheduled by one of your dorm mates, only to find out they're a mass murderer who keeps their victims' severed toes in a jar. Or, you know, biology might be kind of tough. In all honesty, it could be fine. Really, it could. But you know what's gonna happen to you? There's no way you can know. So the only thing you could do is make sure you're strong enough to handle anything outside the world throws at you. If some maniac tries to chop your toes off, I want to be able to make sure you're a strong enough body to take them on. And strong enough to mind not to panic once you've realized what's going down. Because if anything were to happen, well, you're like family at this point. Judy would be devastated. Which reminds me, I'm sure you already know that Judy wants to see you one last time before you leave, right? Have you gone to see her yet, Oliver?
No, not yet.
Well, I know what we're doing then.
Running? Abby grabs my arm and yanks me off the table. No, I don't want to. You smell like
crap. But you can always wash up in the pool when we get home.
No, I don't want to.
I'm sure my sister will be thrilled to see you.
Oh, it's your sister.
Let's go, Captain. Stop calling me that.
I'm too worn out to fight back, and so I do as I'm told and follow Andy back to her house. Damn, Oliver, you know what? Never mind. He's taking too much from these women. Well, woman, he's only taking it from one. He's getting pegged. Thanks to Andy's brisk walking speed, the two of us made it back to this place rather quickly. I was supposed to go to what's-his-name after. Even more than usual, the inside of her house is spacious and inviting. Oh God. This was the really high-pitched, wasn't it? What am I getting ready for?
Welcome back. Welcome back, sis.
I breathe in the cool air as Judith greets her sister from the kitchen. The sweet smells of vanilla extract and chocolate fill my dry nostrils. Oh. And he slaps my back and gives me a thumbs up. Wait a minute, this is her sister. Why did she slap my ass? I feel assaulted sexually. It is not okay.
Good job cooling down for my run. I'm gonna go change and jump into the pool.
You do that.
Judy folded your swimsuit this morning and put her in the same spot as last time. So make sure to change quick and have her go out with you, alright?
Why did you stick your tongue out? No, wait a minute, we have things to talk. Where are you going? Without another word, Andy dashes away from me and toward her bedroom, running past the kitchen in the process.
Hey, sexy. I brought you the captain over, so hurry up with that.
Oh, okay. All right, for a second.
Wait, he's here already? Why didn't you call me? I still have so much left that I need to do. Adapt.
It's one of those AI.
Adapt. Go ahead and do it. You got it.
This is gay. Why am I doing this? You're so
mean.
I can hear Andy laughing manically in the distance as she runs up the stairs and slams the door to her bedroom shut.
I peek around the corner into the
kitchen and wave sheepishly to Judith. Judging by the appearance of things, as well as gentle scent of baked goods drifting out from the oven, she appears to have been in here for a while.
Hi. Those cookies in the oven were supposed to be a surprise. I'm sorry, but could you go sit over there or something and look away for a couple of minutes? I'm just gonna put these extra ones in the fridge so it won't take this long for me to finish. I promise it'll be quick, so look around for a bit, please.
Is it okay if I help you?
You wanna help me bake? Are you sure? I didn't know baking was something you were interested in. Wait, no, that's a terrible idea. It's not allowed. These macaroons are for you. I have to bake them, otherwise they won't be a gift anymore.
I look around the kitchen. Not only is the room an absolute mess, but the counters are completely covered with platters of cooling macarons. It is absurd amount of sweets. She's easily been in here since this morning.
Still, it doesn't sound really fun making something together.
Oh, it does sound really fun.
Even after all this time, we've never done anything like that before. And today should be as fun as possible, shouldn't it? Okay, I'd really like that actually. We can just give extra macaroons we make to Andy, and that way the other ones are still a gift. There's probably more than enough for you at this point anyway.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of fucking cookies. Slut.
In hindsight, I might have gone a bit overboard. Oh well, that is done. What done is done.
Judith opens up the cupboard and pulls out a solid black apron.
Put this on and we'll get started. Just be careful around the oven, though. I've already burnt myself a couple of times. It's a lot easier to do than you think.
I wrap the apron around my back and strike a goofy pose for her in the middle of the kitchen.
You're so sweet offering to help. Let's bake.
I do my best to help Judith in the kitchen. Dude, I'm gonna get picked so hard on this. I'm gonna get called all sorts of names. I can already see. Especially Riki's gonna be like, "You're so cute." Oh no. Listen, okay. It's not that weird. It's not that weird. Alright? It's a game. I'm acting. Don't do it if you watch this. Don't think a little less of me. Okay. After a few minutes, however, it becomes painfully obvious that I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, no shit, you've never baked.
Now put the cream in the piping bag and pipe it into the cookie. Make sure it's nice and even. Perfect.
Even so, she doesn't seem to mind. If anything, she seems to enjoy walking someone through the process of making these things. I put the last batch of macarons in the oven and begin cleaning the dishes while Judith wipes down the corners. We talk about everything while we clean, from our adventures over the summer to her sister's absurd mannerisms. It's probably the most I've talked with anyone all day, but that's just the way Judith is. Oh, that's sweet. Seem like they really like each other. Other than Violet, she's easily the person I've always gotten along best with. That is infectious kindness of hers. She could charm a siren right out of the ocean if she wanted.
Yay, they're done. Don't even think about touching. I'll pull them out for us.
True to her word, Judith coaxes the macarons out of the oven and places them on top of the stove in one swift, elegant motion. One of these ones turns out great.
Come over, Oliver. Breathe it in.
I do as I'm told and I walk over to the stove. She's right. The chocolate of the cookie mix with the smooth vanilla aroma of the cream is unquestionably seductive. Why do they use such words? I can't even. It's a bit overwhelming though, especially at this range.
God, I love baking. Even my sister isn't that much of a jerk to me after she eats one of these. It's almost like magic how much better she treats me afterwards. But I guess that's why they're called sweets.
Judith inhales, her eyes fluttering with pleasure in the process.
If only we could have solved our problems with something as simple as baking. Oh well, too late now. What's done is done. We should probably go jump in the pool. I'm sure Andy wasn't expecting us to stay here this long. I cleaned up your swimsuit, by the way. It's in the bathroom next to the sink.
Regress. Get ready for more. Do you mind if I go jump in the pool then?
Oh, right. I guess that makes sense. No reason to stay in here and do nothing if that's what you want. I wouldn't have been long, but I guess Andy's already heading out there, so I've got my hands full anyway. You're probably all tired from exercise and want to cool off.
Wouldn't I be even tired to go swimming then?
So yeah, you should probably go do that.
I cleaned your swimming suit, by the way. Okay, yeah, regress. Go to the next one. So basically, it's a like pick. So I could have picked any goddamn one. And it would have been, you know, it's a path, basically. You pick your path, and that's what you're sticking with. So I get to see all the options and pick which one I want. So I'm definitely going for the top one, because this seems like I'm getting to know this person even more, like I should be doing with all of my friends since I'm going off to college. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But we are going to explore all the options, as you wish. No! I didn't know that was... Oh, man. Wait. Load. Damn it! God damn it! She asked the same questions everybody has been asking about the college, probably knowing we don't have much time for a super deep conversation. I give her the same response I've been giving everybody else, and our polite little talk comes to a close.
Alright, we should be good now. I'm almost done.
Oh, okay, I do get to go back. Oh my god, thank god. 1 second, I can go back through the dialogue. This is... I want to make this good, I guess. I don't know. Click, 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 click. Can I just skip? No! Did you do the whole story? What the fuck? I didn't want to skip the whole... Get you son of a bitch. I see a pair of muscular legs sticking out of the pool, flexed and unwavering. What the hell? Yo, skip that. How much did you skip? Andy is probably saying how long she can do a handstand underwater again. Oh, the legs are that muscular? You called them muscular? As I make my way into the pool, her legs finally cave in on themselves and dip underwater. Hi.
52 seconds. Damn it, so close.
Oh, hey, Captain.
Is Judy still baking? You didn't just leave her alone in there, did you?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry it took so long. I couldn't find the sunscreen.
Judith half runs, half skips over to the pool, gingerly dipping her body into the cool, clean water. You spend that long putting on sunscreen?
Why?
It's not even hot today.
You know, I burn easy. I'm just being cautious.
I still don't get that.
I don't burn all day, Judy. And doesn't the whole being my twin thing mean we basically have the same stuff going on or whatever?
No, twins are not the same. That's not how that works. You should know that. Growing up, no twins are the same. You guys are twins? Wait, what the fuck? Follow me. Stop unfollowing me. Follow me. The camera's stupid. No, because Judith's chin is much more, like, sharper, and yours is, like, has, like, a little... You have ball chin. She has ball chin. She's chin ball. Andy has ball chin syndrome. She got testicles.
What makes you so afraid?
Oh, frail.
Frail is pretty mean way to put it.
I mean, you are frail if that's...
You just get outside a lot more than I do, so your skin's adapt to the sun. That's all.
I guess so. And he shrugs and jumps up a little bit and does front flip into the pool. Wait, shouldn't I be doing the same voice for... You know what? It's too late going back. After a second or two, her legs are sticking out of the water again, signaling to us that she's done talking. Makes sense? Judith, now even closer to me, sinks down a little and starts floating on her back.
Hey, will you pull me around the pool for a little bit?
That's exactly what my lady wants me to do every time we get into a pool somewhere. I have to pull her around the pool a couple of times. For like 15 to 20 minutes. I don't mind though. I love it. It's great. It's a great time.
I'm probably just tired, but I don't really feel like a whole lot of swimming right now. We can just drift a while, right? You don't mind.
I don't mind. But I meditate for a bit on why is it that everybody always gets so physical whenever they swim. Maybe it's because the initial weightlessness that comes with being in water. It's a freeing sensation, I suppose. Something relaxing enough to make even the most jaded individuals feel light and reckless. Or maybe it's just the chemicals in the pool making us feel loopy. Whatever it is, I don't really care, and I drag my friend's body across the surface of the water. Oh, look at the beautiful sky. Judith enjoys it at first, her bouncy laughter filling the stagnant Florida air whenever I move around in a way she doesn't expect. But as the water settles and the heartless sun bakes overhead, things once again grow silent between us. And so I simply drag her around and do what's expected of me. Wait, if you're together, then why is it that you guys don't talk much? You said you don't talk much, but you're together? Couples are supposed to like...
All I can do is think about how you're actually leaving today, and how there's a very real chance I'll never see you again.
So, are you guys not, or are you together? I'm confused. I am very confused.
Unless I keep myself busy. That's the only thing I'm able to really think about. It's been like that for a while now. After we destroyed the seed, I guess there wasn't much left to distract me.
The seed? Underworld. Hell. The seed. Baby. Tree, plant, thing. The seed.
No adventures to have, no sirens left to fight, no mysteries to solve, no people to protect. The only thing left in my life was the mundane reality of your departure. But if that's all that's left in normalcy, then shouldn't I be happy? Because that's all we are fighting for, right? For the people in Siren's Call to be normal again. That's why we all risked our lives. And it worked out. Our gamble paid off. In spite of everything, the people here are normal again, and it's all because of us. I should be ecstatic.
But
Even though we won, even though everyone is so much happier now, you're still going to leave, and nothing can be done about it, at least against the sirens. I could always fight back. I could always fight, but not this. I can't fight this, and all I do is get dragged along. You know, I've thought about just embracing it. It helps feeling I have.
never mind.
But I guess that's kind of hard to do when you're related to someone as stubborn as Andy. Can't really be a quitter. I'm pretty sure that's why opening up to you like this, it feels like the last thing I can really do, short of just saying goodbye. That's still pretty pathetic though, isn't it?
Whoa, big splash.
58 seconds. I don't get it. Why do I have to be such shrimpy lungs?
That conversation felt like a lot more than 58 seconds. Judith lightly shakes herself free from my grip and looks up at me.
All right, your turn. You can float around for a bit. I'll pull you.
I flip onto my back, letting Judith grab a hold of my ankles. Her grip is tight, like her plaster of a cast, and yet she ends up dragging me around the pool aimlessly.
Moments like these really are a blessing, aren't they? Just being able to be in the same place as your best friend. Being able to do all the nothing you want with someone you love. I don't think there's anything more worthwhile. I really don't. But if this normal little moment of ours is such a blessing, then why can't I enjoy any of it?
Maybe because you're a fucking demon from hell? We all are, apparently. Who the hell are you? Oh, God. Okay. You're Andy.
Guess it's time then. Shame you couldn't stay a bit longer. But you're an adult now. You've got junk you gotta do. We can respect that, right?
You fucking nudges her.
Yes, of course.
Bring it in, Slim. Jesus, fucking stay the fuck away. You're scared the hell out of me. Okay, I'm going to spray you with spray. Fuck off! Andy closes in and gives me a firm, commanding... What the fuck does that mean? Calming, but like demanding? Commanding? Get over! I don't know what the fuck that is.
Thanks for spending time with my sister. It might not feel it, but trust me, you did the right thing.
And he pulls away and hands me a water bottle.
Whatever you end up doing over the Asheville, I want you to stay hydrated.
You give me one water bottle for a whole thing of college? How kind of you. I'm gonna drink one water bottle and fucking die. Or I'll be immortal and live forever without never need a water.
Being an adult isn't gonna be easy, but I've seen what you're capable of. As long as you remember our training, then I'm sure you can get through anything. I'll see you soon.
Did you just slap her ass?
What the sh?
Right, thank you for being my friend. Please take these with you and eat some after you've moved in.
She hands me a plate of chocolate macaroons, levelingly prepared as always.
These should still be your favorite, right? It doesn't matter that you're not eating them on Sunday, does it? Sorry, I wish I could have made you something less perishable. That's why they're a gift wrapped, I guess. At least this way you'll have something from me once the cookies are all gone. I wish I could do a bit more though. I wish.
You wish the fuck? Why does everyone keep wanting to beat the shit out of me? Judith dives into me and brushes her head into my shoulder. Oh, berries.
You're a kind person, Oliver. Never let anybody make you think otherwise. I'll see you soon.
Fuck.
Stay sweet.
Judith pulls away and dashes back into her house. Andy, as Spartan as ever, gives me one final thumbs up before following after her sister. Okay, so let's go over to Bro's house, yeah? Journal pages 18 through 24 have been recalled. It hurts.
Let's do this.
If you know what voice that is, comment down below. It's a pretty funny game if you know what it is. Watch out, college boy coming through. Somebody I don't recognize says something to me while I'm walking. As nondescript and generic as moment is... Oh, okay, yeah. My throat hurts because I'm a throat goat. No. I find myself at the local library with Book Boy. Lucky for me, Emil is here too. As absurd as he seems in his reading, I can't help but feel as if he was aware of my presence the moment I stepped into the lobby. Ah, you're here. Excellent. Glad you could make it. We'll have to keep our discussion down, unfortunately. There's a chess tournament happening over to the other side of the library. Did you finish your copy of the book, perchance? I was looking at you. I was looking at the text of the screen. I see. Well, it's no trouble. I was about to finish my second read-through anyway, so that should have given you time to finish up. Yep, finished yesterday. Fantastic. There's lots of juicy stuff in there that I really like to dig into with you. Yeah, okay, let's go back because I actually don't know what was in the book. So we'll continue with this one. I see. Well, it's no trouble. I was about to finish my second read-through anyway, so that should give you time to finish up. If anything, it might be better this way. I'd argue the ending is easily the most important part of the book, as I'm sure you'll come to agree. I find this voice suits him really well. It sounds smart, and it sounds like a voice that would read a lot, so, because people who read don't often talk as much. That's a lie. Never mind. My lady talks more than anybody I could ever know. I don't mind it. I love our talks. And this way, it'll be fresh in both of our minds. Just give me a second to go to the bathroom, and then we can get started. Cool. By the time I take my seat and fish out my copy of The Stranger, Emil is already made his way back to me. He pisses quick, don't he? After a brief acknowledgement of his presence, he sits down across from me and begins reading. This technique that author uses is remarkable. He writes in such a way that although Mersault is detached, he's still quite relatable. Hardly the heroic type, though. While he is technically the protagonist, and is clearly in a hittable situation, I can't say he doesn't deserve what happened to him. Tell me, what do you think of Mersault's greatest sin was? His refusal to be an honest member of society, the actual murder he shot that guy 5 times, his practical faultlessness society has failed him. This one, I see. Siding with the people, then. I agree to an extent. I'm having trouble recalling a single moment in the work where he chooses other people's needs over his own desires. It's a bit childish in a way. After all, he is a grown man. He should know that sometimes you have to play the game. You cannot live a fulfillful life on carnal pleasures alone. Smoking, drinking, and sex can only get you so far. You need to have some sort of meaningful connection with the people around you. And when that old man's dog disappeared, the Mersault made 0 attempts to comfort him. It told me everything I needed to know about his character. Even if your sympathy is fake, you should still act on it. Relating to others is how you form connections, after all. And as social creatures, connections are what give our lives meaning. They are what help us reach out and find the truth. Mersault should know this, and likely does, but finds ignorance in the pursuit of his own desires. Oh, is it fiends or finds? Fiends, I'm gonna say. It's not something worth of death in and of itself, but as even Mersault implies, it is a lifestyle that can ultimately lead to an early death. My question might have been a bit too reductive, though. I think our hero's fate can be described as a conflux of different factors rather than just one fault he might have as a person. Regress! All the stories, all the stories, all the stories. The actual murder, he shot that guy 5 times. I respect the hagrammatic nature of that answer. In a purely legal sense, yes, you are correct. While one could argue that he is complicit in the violence against Raymond's girlfriend, the crime Mersault is charged with is, of course, murder. He might have been manipulated by Raymond, but ultimately his actions are his own. So yes, you are technically correct. And like Ashton always says, technically correct is the best kind of correct. It is? Even so, that viewpoint doesn't give us much to chew on. Don't kill each other is a rather elementary message, so I'm pretty sure that isn't what Camus was going for when he constructed the work. Still, musings aside, murder is a terrible crime, so I can hardly fault you for thinking that it is Mersault's greatest sin. I'm sure the most dangerous minds in existence have faced themselves with philosophers and intellectuals. Intersexuals. In doing so, lost track of life's most simple of truths. So at the end of the day, that viewpoint of yours might be the only one that truly matters. And my question might have been a bit too reductive, though. I think our hero's fate can be ascribed to a conflux of... Oh, okay, yeah. Regress to the third answer! It's practically flawless. That's a rather spicy take. I'm not sure I entirely agree with the fatalist overtones of that statement. While he was given a gun by Raymond, Mersault is the only one who pulled the trigger. Although I will agree that it is a bit surreal that his personality traits were ultimately what was used to prosecute. So as much as I don't agree with the whole of your statement, it does present us with a glimpse of the truth. The world has no use for an estranged person like Mersault, and so he was instantly vilified in a court of his peers. The nail sticks with his hammer down, as they say, but perhaps the swiftness of the murder is an evil and of itself. If society has no use for you, then you are purged from society. That's probably why there is so much pleasure placed on people like us once we graduate. Still, as heartless as the world can be, ultimately we are the only ones responsible for our actions. Mersault could have behaved in a kind manner even if it was a fake kindness. He could have refused the gun. He could have run away. But that's not what we chose. And as sure as you know, choices are everything. My question might have been a bit too reductive. I doubt the outsiders like us are adequate judges. Still, it makes for a fun discussion. I'm glad Judith was kind enough to recommend this one to us. Emil holds up the book in his hand and smiles. As always, she has remarkable taste. I suppose it's no surprise that her preferred reading material turned out to be so divine. It's rather grim subject matter for such a classy woman, though. But I suppose this world of ours is full of little curiosities like that, isn't it? Emil checks his pocket watch. Emil checks his pocket watch, furrowing his brow in the process. I'm afraid we'll have to end it here, though. I didn't realize I had kept you for so long. There are a few things I have left, of before we depart, however. Emil gets up from his chair and leans in next to me, lowering his voice as he speaks. My hypothesis was right. The underworld is now completely barren. I've been going in after midnight with Ashton to check for hostiles. We've sourced every square inch of that place. Unfortunately, it seems the eliminating of all of them did not have an effect on what we have can actually enter. We still only have that 10-minute window after midnight. However, for the time being, I think it is safe to assume there was casualty between the sudden death incidents and those monsters. As long as these things are peaceful back there, Siren's call should also remain safe. Emil moves back from my ear, now speaking in a much more relaxed tone. I'll likely be doing some more research on that environment. After you've left. After all, there is so much about it we don't know. So until that opening closes for good, we'll make sure our team is both informed and safe. I know this is likely nothing you aren't already aware of, but I figured you would gain some degree of comfort hearing this information from me directly, especially considering recent accusations regarding your actions. Emil bites his lip and breathes out a heavy sigh. About that, by the way, I'm willing to observe if Violet claims have any merit. If there is an objective and an observable negative change in the population, I will do my best to record it and report my findings. I will even take steps to reverse it if that's possible. However, I don't know how much more time I have to gather data before the locker shuts itself forever. Shuts. So for the time being, I will prioritize my field research. I don't know if you are still together, but if you see her today, would you kindly let her know that I am willing to be amicable about this, even after her assertions. Mill grabs my shoulder and stares intensely at me. Oh my god. Mill grabs my shoulder and stares intensely at me as if his eyes were a shovel digging into a wet soil. Know this, even in your absence, we will keep this town safe. And no matter what it is said or what ends up happening, we will keep you safe. You have nothing to worry about. Emil pulls away and smiles. We should probably return to our books now, seeing as you're not going to be back here for a while. Shall we then? We place our copies of Stranger on the front desk and thank the librarian, who smiles absent. Why are you using such advanced words? I'm like 7! Even though I'm like 23. But, why? They're so advanced, I can't read. Who smiles absentmindedly. Absent-mindedly. There it is, absent-mindedly, as she accepts our returns. Emil, now likely done with his session at the library, escorts me into the library. I can't read, it's obvious. Well, it looks like this is it for now, at least. There's still so much I'd like to discuss, but I suppose it's best for us to wait until your next visit. In the meantime, I will do my best to act as your viceroy. If anything of note occurs in your absence, you can trust me to mail you the details as soon as possible. Emil walks over and shakes my hand, giving me his pocket watch in the process. Thank you for the great discussions. Thank you for the pocket watch. I acknowledge Emil's sincerity with a reassuring thumbs up. I'll see you soon. Stay sharp. Is everyone a dad who's a guy? Later than you think it is. It's later? No, come on, I didn't miss it. I'm pretty much out of time. And so I go back to Violet's house and pack the rest of my things. Pack! It's been decided. That is not pack. That is pack. Eventually, Miss Lawrence comes home and we load everything I own into the car. As we're about to leave, though, Miss Lawrence gets a dangerous weather alert on her phone. No. Apparently, a once benign tropical storm of the coast has swollen to the size of a massive hurricane, suspending not just my flight, but every flight going out of Florida. God damn it. Looks like I won't be leaving Siren's call anytime soon. How unfortunate. Goodbyes failed. Try again. What? Don't you dare. My throat hurts now. So I'm doing all those different voices, but I think it was well worth it. I had a lot of fun reading it, actually. I didn't think I would enjoy this as much as I did, but I do enjoy this kind of thing, it finds out, and I think maybe we could do more of this stuff. For now, though, I think I'm going to leave this one here. If you want me to go through again to see if there's a different outcome, I will, but I think for now, I'm going to leave this one here because I think there's many other games to explore, and we could leave this one here. But anyways, I did enjoy that. I enjoyed all of my friends that I have. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And if you did, please go ahead and go down there, leave a big fat like, and an even fatter subscribe, because it does help out the channel. And I will see you all in the next one. Spoony out!